I have purchased this super ceramic chain lube from Kawasaki, and is it worth the hype and how is it compared to other brands? Let's check it out in this video. This is a box packaging that I received, and as usual I'll leave the purchase link in the description below. The container itself is very premium, and behind which it has highlighted few features of this particular chain lube. Like with any other brands of chain lube, this also has anti-wear and tear properties along with rust prevention and corrosion resistance. And this one is actually designed to work with both O-rings and X-rings. Apart from all these regular properties, what sets this particular chain lube apart is its high load carrying capacity, and also it's very resistant to fly off even during long rides. And the best part is, this particular chain lube doesn't attract any sand or dirt and even grime for that matter. Everything about this particular can is very premium, at least in the initial impression. One more thing which I really liked about this particular chain lube is its nozzle itself. This one is a metal straw, which is actually very rare to find, and this adds to the premiumness. Now if you're someone who don't use a metal straw, you have this regular nozzle which you can use to spray in a wider area. Now let's see how it actually performs, and what we are interested in is actually in the chain lube itself, and let's get to the application part. Once you thoroughly clean your chain drive system and after it dries, let's start with pulling out this white sticker which says pull white lock, and yes, there is a transportation lock in this chain lube which we need to pull out. So after taking out the sticker, let's gently take out this pull lock, and you can actually save it if you want to use it for transportation or even store it and avoid any accidental presses. Now always make a practice of shaking the container before use. Once done, you can get spraying to the chain itself. Always focus on spraying onto the O-ring itself and not to the entire chain. Once the O-rings are thoroughly coated, you can wipe off the excess onto the chain itself to avoid any corrosion. Before taking it for a ride, let it settle for at least few minutes, and you can see the chain lube drying itself, which confirms that you can go for a ride. And yes, as with all ceramic based chain lubes, this actually leaves a white cast, which is actually a good thing if you ask me, because it identifies whether the chain lube is still present on the chain and when it requires a reapplication. Now how did this chain lube actually perform? After application, I have actually covered around 750 kilometers on my Dominar, and it includes both cities and highway rides. And as promised by Kawasaki, I did not see any fly off of chain lube, and also did not find any rust even after riding onto the most moist area, and also did not find any dirt or grime on the chain even after riding on sand and dry areas. And adding up everything, even after covering around 750 kilometers on my Dominar, I can still see the white cast on my chain, which confirms that the chain lube is actually lasting for a longer time compared to other chain lubes which last around 500 kilometers. Now I haven't used any other ceramic based chain lubes before, so I need to check it out and experience the other chain lubes of different brand to understand better if this is actually applicable for all the chain lubes. Now this was a short video on Kawasaki branded chain lube which is ceramic based, and will I recommend it to purchase this? Absolutely yes. Considering the cost of this chain lube when compared to any other brand, I think this is most affordable ceramic based chain lube, and you can go ahead and purchase this. Now as with all videos, if you find this video informative enough, and if you people like my content, do consider subscribing to Ark and follow me on Instagram for more such interesting content.